Yo, Streets Verified, man. Episode, I don't know, but we in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I got two legendary people from San Francisco, I like to say, you know what I'm saying, that started their way from nothing and made something, you know what I mean, from the bottom. We both all from the same area, Hunters Point. You know what I'm saying? I got GoodBrutha, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. The good brother. Happy birthday.
Oh yeah, my man's birthday was what was it? The day before yesterday, Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? So happy birthday, bro. You know what I mean? Then we got C.Lee, you know what I'm saying?
Yay, C.Legal for the people, man. What's up, man? It's C.Legal for the people on the Streets Verified podcast. We're gonna have a good episode, so make sure you tuned in. Yeah, cause man, we gonna have a good one, man. You dig?
Get it in, man. We got a lot of shit to talk about, a lot of things to talk about. Let me stop cussing so much. You know what I mean? But I got two people that made something out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I kind of watched C.Lee. I feel like I watched your stuff pop off like COVID. Like,
oh man,
I felt
COVID, it really took off.
I feel like
2018 is when my own personal show was taking off.
You had to, like, I remember everybody wanted to join your lives. Like, you was like really like it was.
2018 that went on, and then the Thizzler thing popped off real hard.
That was epic. So how you feel like you got popping on social media first? Like how did you get it? Figure that out.
Working security, you know what I'm saying? Like the good brother, shout out to the security guards.
Hey. Come on, man.
Well, I was working security, and when you work in them graveyard shifts, it's really nothing to do. So what I did was just start going live and just talking, you know what I'm saying? Talking how I talk, having conversations. And then slowly but surely it grew. 2018, 2019, it was huge. And 2020, it really, really took off.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just taking the tools that God gave me and made something out of nothing, man. Like seriously, like niggas been doing that their whole life. So, I'm still doing it. So,
right. So when you did that, like, was that like the goal? Like you wanted to be like social media?
Nah, I didn't. I was literally just working security board. You know what I'm saying? So it was never my goal to be an influencer or have a big following on social media. It just happened. Then when it started happening, I'm like, oh, this is something. Right. Now let's figure out how to turn this something into something. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's how but I never wanted to be no influencer. You know what I'm saying? We're not young, so we didn't even know what an influencer was. So probably the last 3 or 4 years, we didn't know what that was. So I was just, doing my show, and it turned into something. So God was good. God was merciful.
That's a beautiful thing, man. GB good. I mean, I know GoodBrutha.
Y'all go back like
since we was kids, like
for 10, 12, 13 years old.
You got to tell them.
You want me to tell? All right. So like everybody, like if you know GoodBrutha, he rap. You know what I'm saying? But when I first met him, he was a basketball player. No, seriously, all he wanted to do was hoop, you know what I'm saying? But his older brother, he came in the studio. He was like, because at the little Excelsior Boys and Girls Club, I was like Jay-Z over there, like no cap.
Okay.
Like in the studio, I was like, if you wanted to rap, you got to come to me. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, yeah, my little brother raps. So I'm like, yeah, bring him up here. You know what I'm saying? like, I'm probably 14, 15, you know what I'm saying? Like, bring him up here. So he come up there. And he said a rap. I want to say it was like I holes in my socks.
Yeah. On my job.
Yeah. So he I remember the rap like nigga. It's 20 plus years later. Like, you know what I'm saying. So I was like, oh, this kid nice. Like, so I started getting him to come to the studio, and after that, he was just right there with me every day. Like, you know what I'm saying, we locked in.
So you've been rapping 20 some years.
Man.
Game spit.
Yeah.
I didn't see now you got me interviewing you because I didn't know that.
I was doing music, bro, before it was cool. Like I'm like from the era, I was recording on ADATs.
They don't even know about that.
Like I was a kid rapper. Like I was recording on ADATs, and ADATs is like a VHS tape. Right. You feel me?
And
like,
you came in
you gotta
spit your whole verse.
You gotta take it. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta go back and record over your recordings if you mess up. It's
like I'm taking beats off a vinyl record to record it on. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how.
DJ,
that's
like
it.
DJing.
Yeah, that's how.
Bit like a DJ.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's how I started, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
And what was your biggest challenge? Like just being a rapper. What was?
I mean, with me, it was the streets. Like I got like when we got a little older, like cause I go from Excelsior was like a free studio. It was a Boys and Girls Club. So, you know, you could record for free. But when you get 18, 19, you know, now you figuring it out. Like I still could go there and record, but I start smoking weed and you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I can't go there around these kids smoking, you know what I'm saying? So boom, now it's like, I got to pay for studio time. I got to do this. But then I got a little situation where I end up meeting this dude, flew me to Atlanta and did some shit with Gucci Man and you know what I'm saying, all that, but then I end up catching a case off that. So then after that it was like, you know what I mean?
You caught a case in Atlanta.
I caught a case in Atlanta.
What's the difference in catching a case in Atlanta and California?
Honestly, I would rather catch a case in California, you know what I'm saying? But it was a murder charge that I was involved with. So I wouldn't want to catch that charge nowhere other than Georgia for real. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you.
What
like,
year was this?
This was like 20. I just did the interview
12.
Yeah, 2012.
What? I didn't know that either.
Yeah. So that kind of.
You did some time, or you beat the case?
Nah, I did some time, but I beat the case. I didn't beat the case. The dude who caught the charge, like who actually did the murder, he took the charge. Like he freed me. You feel me? So he admitted to the crime, you feel me? He did all that, you know what I'm saying, and let me go, like cut a young nigga loose. So
he did that just like I did it, let him go?
Yeah, like for real. That's like basically, I ain't gonna lie, that's really how it went. He said that. But he out of jail now. Like he only did, I wanna say 7 or 8.
Y'all still cool?
Yeah. I interviewed him on Street Certified. You know what I'm saying? I interviewed him.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You gotta watch Streets.
Now before that, was y'all like close or y'all was just associates?
Like I didn't even really know, bro. Like I had like it was music. You feel me? So a dude through my mom was like he wanted to fly me to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I want you to do music. Like I was finna bring him out there. You feel me? And the week before this happened, he didn't come. You feel me? So this was like a good thing he didn't come out there at the time because he would have been wrapped up in everything I had going on.
So he was just an honorable dude, straight up and down, just honorable.
Nah, yeah, for that, hell yeah, you legendary to me for that. You know what I'm saying? He can't that's rare. Like he can't do no wrong in my eyes, bro. Because I wouldn't even have my son. Like I wouldn't have been out. I wouldn't have got out of jail till I was 30. You know what I'm saying? Like I would have had a 10. Like you know what I'm saying? Damn. I would have had a 10, bro. You know what I'm saying? So and I was 22. You know? What I
didn't know that. You knew that? Oh, well, why you didn't tell me that?
I mean,
damn.
That's a whole nother podcast.
That's a whole nother podcast. Now I got questions. That's
where I
crazy.
get all my game from.
Nah, yeah, that's like I ain't gonna lie, I've been through a lot, but this is why with him, I tell him all the time. He be like, bro, like I feel like I missed my gate, or you know what I'm saying. I'll be like, yo, time is now because everybody else we feel like we was rushing, you know what I'm saying? Like you trying to get fast money, but you took your time. Like you took away a step away from the streets and you free to do whatever it is you want. You can move how you want. You ain't got to worry about niggas beefing or, you know what I'm saying?
That makes sense. Type of shit, so, cause that's a question I ask you all the time. Why do you be like so inconsistent with music? What is it that stop y'all from just doing music every day, all day, year at a time? What stops you?
What it is just life.
Yeah, life, bro.
I didn't just be a kid, be you. Just in a rush to grow up, like trying to get into work, buying property, and music take long. Like you don't see no money from music. I'm not no overnight success. I don't want to do no overnight success. I want to put my work in. I want longevity in it. I want to be like, we came up as artists, like we want to be the greats. So I couldn't put out no BS.
Nah, yeah, that's real.
Get on a trendy type of wave, and that's why I'm like, when you ain't making no money for it, but this job calling you, this 9 to 5 got money for you, man, let me go to work. Let me try to buy some property. Let me look into stocks. Let me find other ways. I'll always come back to music because it's my first love.
But bro, he talented. Like, and that's one thing, like I took him to the studio in LA. We went out there to LA. We went on a trip last year. And I ain't been in the studio with Tone in over 10 plus years. You know what I'm saying? So he go in a booth and I'm instantly like, bro, get your ass out of there. Like, don't start that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm automatically, but then I sit back and I listen to what he do. And I'm like, I forgot who he is. You feel me? Mm-hmm. But he forgot who he is too. You feel me? And I feel like that kind of rejuvenated him because I'm like, bro, you don't never lose it. You know what I'm saying? It's like basketball. If you if Michael Jordan going to court right now, he probably ain't as agile as he was, but he still can make a 3-pointer. You feel me? He still could, if he want to do a nice, beautiful finger roll layup, he could do that. You know what I'm saying? He still got the technique. So it's like, and as we get older in music, fans get older. You know what I'm saying? So it's no age limit with it no more. And that's what I keep trying to tell them. It's no age limit with music, bro. Like you gonna hit when you supposed to hit. You just gotta be consistent for people to see you. You know what I'm saying? Instagram and that algorithm, TikTok, the algorithm, you gotta.
Also too, he been telling me like, nah, you gotta rap your life. So it's certain parts of life that I stay away from, like my dad's side of life and everything he was doing in the streets. And it's like, he always tell me like, you didn't have to physically sell dope, but you've been around dope being sold. So
none of these niggas that's rapping, bro, like I don't like, and that's one thing. Like for me, doing what I did, like bro, I did everything you could think of streetwise, bro. I done been around the top of the top, nigga, and I'm talking about in different states. You feel me? So it's like rappers, like niggas don't be doing half of the shit that they say they do, bro. But you can't do that and do music. You know what I'm saying? That's the one thing I learned. You can't halfway do music because it's not gonna work for you. You know what I'm saying? It'll never work if you halfway doing it. I don't give a fuck how much money you getting, how much motion you got, because only people gonna say is, oh, you a drug dealer trying to rap. And let's see how long you be, like how long you keep rapping, how long you gonna be out. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm gonna ask Tone this then. Where are you at with music right now? Is it like something you taking serious, or is it a hobby? Because I don't see a problem with either one. But what's your ultimate goal right now?
Music, my first love. I want to see some money off it now. I want to live with it. I want to die with it. I want to see it take me through the whole world.
I like that answer.
I gotta be around it. It's just in me. Every time it's like my first love. Like yo down bottom. It's always gonna be around. It scream at you. It call you in the middle of the night. Whether I put songs out or not, I'm sitting on 50 songs. I'm shooting videos from what I did in 2019, 2020.
Bro, and that's one thing. He'll sit there like you won't think he recording but he record all the time. You know what I'm saying? Even if he not putting out music. And that's what I tell him. That's just like you having a chick that you ain't talked to in years. You know what I'm saying? But you can't get her off your mind. Like you can't stop thinking about her. Like that's really the girl you love. You know what I'm saying? But you trying to sit there and fight that feeling, that's not gonna end well for you. You know what I'm saying? Like you just gonna always hate yourself because you never gave it your all. You know what I'm saying?
I got two city niggas here. I'm about to start some controversy. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to start some controversy because we all from the city. I've learned as a nigga who lived in the city and lived in Antioch, so I've dealt with Richmond, Oakland, Vallejo. City niggas, sometimes we get so caught up in our ego. We get so caught up in our arrogance, and we get so caught up in women that we lose focus of our own personal mission and journey. Have y'all ever felt like y'all fell into either one of those traps?
I'm the third one. You know, I got married young. I'm divorced now, but I got married at 2021 because I seen my parents be married, and I'm a lover boy. That's why my music somewhat centered to the women. Like I can speak to the women better than anybody. My thoughts. That's why I think all the women always love me, want to be in relationships with me, always pulling on my coattail. But when I got married, I started living the life she wanted to live. So I started adapting to everything she wanted to be, how she wanted to run things. And that's why I'm saying I lost myself. That's why, love her, a great woman, I had to divorce her because music my first love. So you got to get down with me in music. And now I feel like I'm at my greatest, like everything working for me, everything clicking for me. I'm feeling good. I'm looking good. I done dropped weight. I'm lyrical exercise. Like I'm just in it. I feel like that's what I'm supposed to be doing with my life. I'm supposed to be around it. If I'm not the top rapper or top artist, I got to be around it, making it move, making it shake and do what it need to do.
Yeah, I've noticed, man, in the city, we are a very unique people. We very unique, and sometimes that uniqueness take away from our greatness, though, because we have so much talent and potential. We have a certain charm, but we also know how to work rooms, and we don't always exercise that because we so busy focused on something that's not even important.
I mean, I feel like with San Francisco people, we want to shine first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that, and I feel like that'd be our biggest problem. You know what I'm saying? Because we go for the look first, and then we worry about everything else.
I'm gonna even go deeper. When I was coming up, because we all around the same age, your currency and value was how many women you had.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And when you get older, that's very destructive.
It is.
Because you putting so much time into these women because I got this woman. This,
now that was me. You feel me? Like that's like the lifestyle I came from. Like that's when me and bro drifted apart. You feel me? Because he went to the marriage I went the other route. You feel me? I was pimping. You know what I'm saying? I went that route. Like I fuck a bitch. Like that's how I thought. Like, nah, real shit. That's how I thought. You know what I'm saying? That's how I thought. But I don't think like that no more. You feel me? Like I'm older. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I see a lot of shit. It's counterproductive. You feel me? So that you trying to please every female, or you out here knocking them, you know what I'm saying? A female pay you like 9 times out of 10 they paying you to give you their headaches. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then you start losing yourself in the process because you actually get money. Exactly. I know a bunch of men who weren't even getting money; they was just getting sex in return.
Nah,
and
but
then you
falling in love, like you know what I'm saying? Like you got to remember, women is a drug too. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Women are
that's a fact.
Too,
super fact.
People got to remember that, like. Females really could do something to you that is just how you going crazy. And a lot of people don't have mental stability to be like, she playing mind games with me. You know what I'm saying? She's really trying to play that, like, and because I feel like females nowadays are the new niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
They're the new men. Like they drink like men. They go out like men. You know what I'm saying? They talk to you like men. You know what I'm saying? It's rare you meet they keep saying that soft girl era, but it's like you should be soft, period. You know what I'm saying? You should never want to be a hard person. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And as a man, you got to be able to have that wisdom early and discernment early, because you got to understand a woman can take so much of your attention and your energy.
But you can't, but that's the one thing we could say that, but you can't do that as a young man. Cause you got to remember your hormones is going crazy.
That's true too.
So it's like you automatically, once you get a little piece of, you feel me? You automatically like, this is life. Like this is what I got to do. So it's like either some people do have that girlfriend and they get married young. Cause I know a few people that had the same girlfriend and got married since middle school. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or you would have people like, bro, got married at 21. You know what I'm saying? Divorced. But it's like love ain't what it used to be no more. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you could be trying to do something with a female, or you could be focused on yourself. But when you young, you just confused out the gate. You know what I'm saying? And it take time to figure that out.
I'll tell you this though: when you focus on yourself, they all want you. Because
that's one thing we miss.
That you walking in.
Yeah, I agree, and that's one thing I think a lot of young men, especially out of San Francisco, need to know, because we some of the flyest dressing niggas, like you said. We care about how to look, and we care about the look to knock a woman
for sure.
But you got to understand, I know niggas who lost their life bipping and robbing to get a fresh fit to get some pussy. Literally lost their life. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, even though they not gonna listen, I like to at least plant the seed, because if the seed, you don't know when that seed is gonna grow.
I tell a youngin,
serious in the city.
I tell youngins, bro, all my little youngins now, like, cause I got a lot of youngins that looked up to me for the wrong shit. You know what I'm saying? I tell them now, bro, go get a job. You feel me? You gonna get further with a job than you is wasting time trapping. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, you still gotta have a side hustle or two. Right. You feel me? But that consistent money that you gonna get from a check, you feel me? It's gonna always feel better than you standing outside risking your freedom.
I got this game from Remedy. Shout out to Remedy 415.
That's my guy.
You know what I'm saying? Who put me in the game? He said, in music, it's better to start young, because then you don't have no bills. While you living in somebody else's house,
That's true.
Now you can go to the studio every day. You can shoot a video every day. You can write every day. You can put out content every day young, because like y'all just, it's funny y'all said it, when life start happening and bills come,
it take away from it.
Take away from your passion, your love, and you love this and it's in you. But life, you start getting to you. You know what I'm saying?
Man. So life always life. And that's a real thing, that kids gotta enjoy being kids. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's so in a rush to grow up. It's nothing on the other side of when you graduate from high school but bills. You know what I'm saying? But bills. It's nothing to look forward to. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's a clip. Unless you, for sure. It's nothing to look forward to, bro. And kids gotta know that, because I was in a rush to be 18. got 18. I moved out at 19. I wish I could move back at home with my mama.
Man.
Like I wish I could go home and stack some money, and you know what I'm saying.
Man.
But like it's just not. We too old for that. You know what I'm saying.
Washing dishes, leave
Come
money
man,
on the
come on, man.
Food in the refrigerator, moms. Don't worry about nothing.
Like you don't know how easy you got it until you trying to rush out of here and jump out the fence. But yeah, man. Let's hold on. C.Lee, you doing all the interviewing right now.
Oh man, I'm just good.
You know
I'm just good at it.
Let's get back to some of C.Lee, man. I see you had some game cards.
Yeah.
How did you how you do that? I think that's dope. I ain't gonna lie.
One of the things I've learned in entertainment, you have to constantly be evolving.
Mm-hmm.
So the cards stem from my Instagram live show. You feel me? And it's like I was going on Instagram live, we talking about all these topics.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So then I turned those topics into actual cards that people can play with their family in their living room.
Not right.
You know what I'm saying? So we got the C.Lee Live conversation cards, and that's just a blessing just to be able to do that, because it's like I created something from nothing.
No, that's dope.
And you know what I'm saying?
That's
and it's
dope,
like when you've been doing it for so long and you still doing it, it's like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Right.
This is what I'm supposed to be doing, is turning something out of nothing. Because can I keep it real? Sometimes you get exhausted turning something out of nothing. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you want a helping hand. Sometimes you want to alley you.
You want somebody to throw something.
You want something, but this is just, it's what I'm supposed to be doing, turning something out of nothing.
But when you be able to do that, it feels so much better to know you did it by yourself.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
So it definitely do. It definitely do. But I ain't gonna lie though, because I like to be transparent. The financial hurdles is tough, meaning you got to fund this. You got to create this. You got to pay this graphic designer. You got to pay this editor. You got to pay these people overseas in China this money. And you know what I'm saying? Wait a couple weeks or a month or so for your order. You got to put a lot of money up beforehand. You know what I'm saying? To make sure these things are right.
Right. But also, can we go down his list of everything he turned into something? Because after the security, he dabbled in the shirts.
Yeah,
he who has the gold was killing them.
Man, we did it.
Let's do that. Yeah, hold on. Let's make a list of the businesses you started, because that's
started a lot.
Like you got to remember, you are a kid from Hunters Point. You know what I'm saying?
So after, you said you moved out at 19. I was out of my mama's house 4 months after I graduated high school. I was 18 still, and shortly after that, I'm working security and all that. And while I'm working security, I start a t-shirt brand. Mm-hmm. First, I start out my trunk. You know what I'm saying? We doing that. And then I end up eventually getting a shop. And me and GoodBrutha did a collab on a shirt. And
you had a whole t-shirt shop?
Yeah, in Antioch. I had a t-shirt shop.
Come on, man. That's what's up.
The C.Lee HQ. You know what I'm saying?
The C.Lee HQ.
Before you leave, it wasn't just a t-shirt shop. It was the spot to hang out at.
Yeah, it was a hang. We had conversations.
Yeah.
Which eventually led into my show. We was talking and having real conversations in the shop, kicking it, and then which turned into my Instagram live when I shut the shop down. Yeah. I ain't gonna never forget, we had a collab shirt. I let us see my people doing good, and we was outside hustling the shirts. You know what I'm saying? Downtown, all in the city, selling the shirts. And I say that to say, like, man, that footwork is important in any business. When you put footwork in, it just hit different, and you lay a foundation for your brand. When you put footwork in, you actually touching people. But I started the t-shirt brand. The t-shirt brand did really, really good. Jadakiss changed my life. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Matt Barnes. He changed my life.
Carmelo, Anthony.
Carmelo. You know what I'm saying?
Them a lot of heavy hitters you naming.
Yeah, I went to Vegas. I went to Vegas in like 2011. It was called the Magic Trade Show. Before they had all the trade shows they got now, like Complex Con and all that.
Southwest.
Yeah, Magic was the biggest clothing. Magic was the clothing spot to be to. So I went there with a bag full of tees, and I walked up to
no booth.
No booth. Hell no. The booth was like 10,000.
Real guerrilla marketing.
Real guerrilla marketing. It was like 5,000-10,000 for them booths at the trade show. And I just walked up to him. Kiss was one of the coolest ones. Showed him the shirt, slapped his hand. He like, oh, this hard. A month later, he's at a Carmelo Anthony shoe release, like a Jordan release. It was like the Carmelo 2s. And he's interviewing Carmelo wearing my shirt because it was a Knicks color shirt. I said, he who has to go makes the rules, and the blogs was posting it, and it kind of went viral before viral wasn't a thing.
So that's like your first time going viral?
Yeah, that was my first time going viral, and that made me thousands of dollars, because not only did other people see it, the people in my hometown, and now everybody respected me. Because oh, this nigga went from out the trunk to this is Kiss. This is serious. And then Matt Barnes was wearing my shirts and showing me love. So so that was a good thing. It was a blessing just just working. And then eventually with clothing, I'm big on transparency with clothing. After you get so big, and especially because we black men, people almost stop liking it after a minute because now it's so popular. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't evolve to like, okay, now you're doing t-shirts and hats. If you don't start doing jeans and cut and sew, shit that costs a way bigger budget.
Right. You gotta up.
Essentially, people will just be like, all right, I'm done with this shit. You know what I'm saying? So my brand started to go down because I didn't evolve. So that's what I learned from a clothing brand. You have to constantly be evolving or you will fall off. So that's why I was telling you about the cards and shit. I had to go from my show to evolve to the cards because I learned that from the clothing.
So when was the first, I mean, not when was the first time you went viral, but how many times, you know how many times you went viral?
Shit.
Because I just seen you post a couple of content, like over 14,000 comments. Like that's.
I go viral pretty often because I release a lot of content now. I've learned with content, and I'm even say with music too. If you want to put yourself in a position to be heard, you got to shoot a lot of shots.
So you feel like you figured out the algorithm?
I didn't figure it out, but the algorithm, social media recognize that people are on social media more than cable. Right. So they want you to be posting content regularly to keep people on the app. The content creator, the way we used to watch Fresh Prince and Martin and Jamie Foxx show, we're that now. You know what I'm saying? So the algorithm, if you feed in the algorithm is going to eventually show you love because they want to keep people on the app. They want to keep people tuned in. And they're going to throw ads in there because now you're generating interest. And if you're generating interest, they're going to throw you a viral post. You know what I'm saying? Mine's usually be the most randomest shit ever.
Nah, you definitely.
They're going to throw you a viral post. All you got to do is feed the algorithm. But if you're not feeding it, they're not going to fuck with you.
So what do you feel like let's give some young content creators some game. What do you feel like monthly, how many times you got to post?
In 30 days?
All right, let's do a week. Break it to a week.
Honestly, I'm gonna say this. You should be posting 2 to 3 times a day at the bare minimum. You got to understand because it's so many people posting now. Right. You want to kind of stay in your audience face. So you should be posting 2 to 3 times. Sometimes I go 5, depending on what's going on. You also got to study what's going on during the times. Cause like if it's a lot of popular stories going on, people want to hear your opinion on those stories. They want to see, they want something. Or if it's dry, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it ain't no football on right now. They want some content. So you got to be feeding them, just, studying the times. And sometimes you can't post. Like if it's a traumatic event going on, like the day when Nipsey passed, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to post on this day. Like this is, or if it's like a crisis going on, you don't want to post on this day. Just leave it alone. Or, you want to just kind of keep it quiet on those days. Right. So it's just really about studying the temperature, seeing what's going on.
All right. So GB, good brother.
Yes, sir.
What about you, man? What do you feel like is gonna be the next step for you in your content creating?
Releasing music, like people hearing music and saying it's fire, but I'm like, man, that's 2019, that's 2020. That ain't even my thoughts and my concepts that I have today. So I just want to keep releasing. I don't want to overdo it, but I can't underplay my hand. And not like that, just believing in myself. Like, nah, you got it. I'm going to talk to these women because that's what I grew up knowing to do. Okay. They going to love me. Everybody going to fall in love with me. I'm the smooth brother that's going to talk about love and bring love back into the game.
So let me ask you this. Why is your story, you feel like your story is important for people to hear?
Because nobody believe in love no more. Nobody want to deal with love. Nobody want to get played with. And it's kind of like, do we even buy women flowers anymore? Do we even want to go on dates anymore? Do we even want to be seen in public? Or is everything just meet me at the telly? Right. So now I'm kind of like, nah, find you one that you like. And what happened is we dealing with all these women we don't like, so we don't want to be seen. You ain't worth me taking you out. But find you one that you really like and pour into her. Because one thing I learned about just dealing with women in my marriage, but if you pour into the right one, she gonna pour back into you.
I agree.
So my divorce or my marriage wasn't 100% lost. I 100% won because I got properties, I got my son out of it, and I learned a lot about myself. But even to this day, the way she still pour into me is just like, man, I thank you for being cool.
Y'all still got a good friendship.
We did everything out of respect. And I didn't divorce over no weak stuff. I divorced because I wasn't rapping. If I would have just had it like...
So the divorce was just the passion for your music. You felt like...
and I didn't know how to separate the two. Because I talked to the women.
Because are you saying music is the biggest reason why you divorced? Or are you saying Just y'all just wasn't compatible no more.
It wasn't compatible no more, but I didn't know how to separate the two because all I do is rap about women. Like, I don't know the streets. Well, let me not say that because I've been in the streets my whole life. You wasn't a street guy. I just been around it. Exactly. But I know women. So it's kind of like, well,
if you're gonna rap, you're gonna rap about women.
Women, that's
and that was causing problems in the marriage?
Yes, in a sense of, so it's like this. I didn't know perception is reality. So I'll be outside taking pictures with all the women. They love me. Like, it's good. I'm the good brother. Yeah, come on. And I'm starting learning. I didn't see how women will throw their arm around me or get up under me and then be making posts and then be sending it to, like, look who I'm with. He messing with me heavy. We hella cool. And it's just like they started creating stories. And I'm like, well, why would you do that? I don't like you like that. I just invited you to the show. Like, put it in proper context. You was at the show with me. You got a picture backstage or whatever. You brought a shirt, but I didn't know, like, perception is reality. So then it started happening. Stories start spinning out of control. Everybody started contacting everybody. And it's just like, we didn't do all that. Come on. You making up lies now.
The city messy as fuck.
That's what I'm saying.
Damn, the city so messy.
I feel like one thing like women do these days, everybody talks. And it's so like, it's not even the city, it's like the social media made the world so small. Like, you remember back in the, and it's not your situation, but just say in the 80s, 70s, 60s, a man could have a family, 3 different families in the same city.
That's true.
And nobody would know about nobody. You know what I'm saying? Right. Nothing. But now somebody have it on social, you cheat. A girl can't wait to post you on social media, the sleeping picture or the one with your arm, you know what I'm saying? The tattoo or something. Like, it's always, everybody wants to cause some type of confusion when they know you got something going on or they really want you. You know what I'm saying? And even if they not that, they willing to go above and beyond to end what you do have. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like, females are spiteful these days. Like,
that's crazy. That's crazy.
But also too, I don't know what all come with music. Like, how you want to have a child, but you still want to travel the world and see and do music. So I was always battling, want the family or want music. I never knew how to put it in perspective.
I always told you, you can have both. Like,
and that's what he teaching me.
You gonna, like, of course, if you can't travel and, like, you could be a truck driver. You gonna travel to go get that bread. You know what I'm saying? Right. Or you could be a person at a company working and they could be sending you places for weeks at a time. You know what I'm saying?
Now I do that with security.
Exactly, but it happens, period. Right. So it'd be like, if you don't trust a person, it don't matter what job you got, it's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the trust nowadays is so thin in relationships that it'd be no point. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody want love, but I feel like I want trust and respect a little bit more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I think, because I think in the industry, I think it's a very unique industry. Like, the music industry, the entertainment industry in general, is because you essentially are dealing with people 24/7, 24. That's your job, is to please people. Your job is to appeal to people. So a relationship, they have to be extremely understanding of what your job is, or essentially you're going to have to choose. Because in the industry, if women have to want to have sex with you and dudes have to want to be like you, when that's the narrative, when you're dealing with women, of course these women gonna like me, of course these women gonna desire me, and I have to entertain these women because they pay the bills, they buy the tickets, they buy the merch, they do the repost, they make the video. So in a relationship, if they are not 100% confident in you or secure with themselves, it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem. You're gonna essentially gonna have to make a decision, and it would be best to make the decision sooner or later, because the moment you start focusing on one or the other, you're gonna lose it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna lose it. And in this game is all about timing. When you having a moment, you don't want to fuck your moment up because of a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Because moments pass in this shit, and it's hard to get that back.
And whoever you dealing with gotta understand that. They gotta understand that one thing, that moments come and go. You know what I'm saying? So you should let me get it while you know what I'm saying? Because even in music, an artist only gotta 3 to 4 year lifespan. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. At the top. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then you glide and you gonna get shown.
You're gonna still be all right, but you're gonna be your foundation so built in that time.
It's rare you get a Drake. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't gotta 15, work
20 years.
Yeah. So it'd be like, if you able to hold on through them years, you know what I mean? And like I say like a dude like Kevin Gates. I remember I used to see when he first came out, he used to have his baby mama and kids at the show. That's the only people he took. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Only people. And I feel like that's the only way you'll have a successful relationship in the industry of music is if you going to that, but that's dangerous. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think females understand how dangerous that be in music. Like you know what I'm saying? It's
in today's time, it's not even sustainable because most women have to work and have their own lives. So she can't be with you all the time because she got a job and this kid got to go to school and be taken care of. So it's just a very challenging thing. That's why this industry is in order to be in entertainment, it's the industry of sacrifice. Right. And I'm not talking about a spiritual sacrifice, but you're going to have to sacrifice some things if you want to maintain this industry. This is a traveling industry where if you're successful, you should be on the road 3 months out of the year. You should be going 4 or 5 months out of the year.
Not even the industry, just greatness within itself. Because with greatness comes sacrifice. You got to put your all into it. You got to put hours into it.
Oh yeah, I agree.
And one thing I learned why I'm the way I am with music now is kind of like when you meet somebody, let's say you got a girl that's modeling. Hey, bro, she gonna model with you or model without you. You gonna accept it or just break up if you can't handle it.
Absolutely.
And that's where I'm at in life. I'm gonna do this rap shit.
And they though, because you gotta remember, some dudes that have a girl and they, as soon as they get to that relationship, they'll be like, I don't want you doing that no more.
Oh yeah, save her.
Yeah. But guess what? Y'all gonna end up breaking up, or she gonna be mad at you, and resentment gonna come in.
Nah, I'm just saying it be going both ways. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want you doing that no more.
Like, come on.
But with music, I don't feel like it be that deep. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because everything, like we was having a conversation before, is perception with music. Like it's not real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't get wrapped up in, like, even the Cardi B's and all that. Like, they'll be making them songs, but they going home to their husbands. You know what I'm saying? So, and they be like, you know, people really living and dying by these records, but it be like the artist that's doing it ain't even doing that. So y'all got to be able to find the entertainment in it. And you know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
Stop running. But that's why society, these females are so messed up.
I tell you this though, you better find a way to enjoy life.
It's cool to be a 304.
Life is beautiful. You better enjoy it.
Life is beautiful.
We don't got too much time. We got more time behind us than ahead of us for the average black man.
Man, that's why one of the biggest blessings, and I thank God every day, I can make money being myself. That's one of the biggest blessings. Now, am I rich? Hell no, but it's all my bills paid. I don't need no money from nobody. That's a blessing where I can literally be myself and get paid to do so. And I don't think like there is a bigger blessing than that. And you got to kind of create that for yourself. Right. And that requires sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? That requires a lot of sacrifice. It requires a lot of discipline. And it requires making a lot of good decision making. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep yourself out of certain circumstances. And I learned that just from growing up in the point.
So where did you get that game from though? Like, who was the person that, like, who did you look up to in your area? Or, you know, my bad, getting the mic. Who'd you look up to in your? Yeah, that's the cameraman. Okay. Who you look up to in your area, or where did you know? Who guided you to keep you? You know, wanted you to be C.Legal for the people.
If I'm gonna keep it so real, it was a lot of shit I seen that I didn't want to be. That made me what I want. That made me what I am. Okay. Like sense. I don't want.
Yeah, no, you ain't got to say names, but let us get a story.
Remember early 2000s in a point where the death rate was crazy? Remember all the popular names that was going around?
On the wall, you remember the little pictures?
Yeah, that kind of molded me because I'm like, fuck no. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Hell no, I don't want to end up on that. Or I don't want to be like these other niggas.
Because it was happening.
Crazy. Yeah, so that really, I didn't recognize how much that impacted me. And one of the people that impacted me the most, and who name I mentioned before on my No Jumper interview, is Kurt from Kirkwood. His mama Lolita, his daddy is Big Lane. He got a brother Big Lane, sister Tanitra. These is my people. I looked up to Kurt. Kurt used to always give me money on Kirkwood when I was at my auntie Linda house. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Kurt used to always break me off. Kurt got killed on Kirkwood. You know what I'm saying? Got killed. He used to be there Kurt was on Kirkwood. Like every picture he got on Kirkwood, like hustling from sun up to sundown. Everybody from Kirkwood know Kurt. That's what he used to do. And he used to always give me money every time he seen me. Yeah. And I looked up to him like, thank you, bro. Like that's, you know what I'm saying? And when he passed, that was really like, I never want to be like that. Now I never was a street nigga, but when you in the point, every young man gets to a point where you got to make a decision.
You walking out, you like,
am I gonna be down the hill with niggas or am I gonna be behind the gate, chilling? You know what I'm saying, on some square shit. And once he really passed, I'm like, oh, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? So seeing a lot of shit like that time and time again, and then getting exposed to Antioch, it showed me, okay, I don't want to end up like this. So I would rather have the big houses and live in the suburbs and, you know, with the cut grass and get to walk around in slippers and shit like that. That's what I was on.
I ain't gonna lie. When my mom moved me out of the point, like when we left, like it was for, I want to say it's probably, I went to Fremont, bro, for a semester in my 10th grade year. It was the worst culture shock.
Man, that's funny you said that, because that needs to be a study, because I battled depression and didn't know I battled depression with that culture shock. Yeah. And it was several of us, because I was in Antioch. So you got niggas from Richmond, Oakland, Vallejo, everywhere coming into this suburb, and all from the projects though, all from Section 8 housing. Now you in this suburb around kids in 9th and 10th grade that got Challengers, that got you know what I'm saying? They got cars and shit like that, Escalades to school, and you like, what this is crazy. Like we used to catch the bus. I'm used to get on the 15. You know what I'm saying? So when you a child and you don't understand life yet, it's a certain level of anxiety and depression that comes in, because now you start feeling less than. You know what I'm saying? So I think there needs to really be a study on that, because I battled that, and a lot of kids did, and some made it through and some didn't, because it's either going to elevate you or you're going to go right back to your neighborhood and go 10 times harder in the streets now, because you don't feel comfortable in this suburban shit. And that happened to a lot of young men and women, to where it's like, the suburban shit ain't for me. I'm back to the streets. And now I'm going to turn up in the streets even more, because this suburban shit ain't for me.
The suburban area was a culture shock for real. Like them kids, and I went to a school, it was probably 3 black kids, bro. But when I say I love them white kids though, like just how they was living, bro. They had off-campus lunch. They was driving to go get their lunch. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just little stuff. Like and this ain't no shot at my mom. Like I love her to death. We, you know what I'm saying? She did the best she can. But for lunch, we used to get $1.75, bro. You know what I'm saying? $1. You know what that is? That's bus fare, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you got to eat that school lunch. But so they burrito, you know, the burritos out there this big. You know what I'm saying? You want something, you know, you trying to be prideful, and you know what I mean?
Listen, with everything y'all saying, don't forget about the systemic too.
Oh yeah.
You know, I just want to throw that out there, because it's a whole different lifestyle when you looking at both of the area. Like, come on, man, can you imagine driving off a mission? That's some food.
That's when you notice,
you might not make it back.
That's when you notice, like, the hood is different. Like, you know, it was a liquor store on every corner. I had to walk damn near a mile to get to a store. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was different.
Bro, and I've always wanted to ask you this on camera. How was it having 11 brothers and sisters?
That's a great question. I want to know the answer.
Talk to the mic.
It was fun. So I ain't never had my own room. I don't think I remember having my own bed. Like I'm the king pallet. Like
Time out. So how long did you go not having your own room, own bed?
I'm talking about years. I'm talking about you better do homework at school before you come home, because the house is packed. It's going crazy in the house. One older brother on the phone, the other one on Sega, other one got music playing. Like
even in high school, you didn't have your own room?
No. Yeah, it was hell of them, bro.
But by that time, you know, they probably start downsizing in the apartments, because we come from Section 8. When we was all young, the biggest Section 8 you're gonna get is a 4 or 5 bedroom. Yeah. So as the kids start getting older and start leaving the house, you know, with taxes and Section 8, they got to get off Section 8. So that's when it start downsizing. I got one brother younger than me, but no. So I've been out the house, like, keep it all the way 100, living with women since 15.
What?
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
Yeah. You got a trip. My parents had 12 kids. I'm number 11. Like, I didn't get the young.
So you parents. Almost the youngest.
Yeah. I only got one 4 or 5 years younger than me. Wow. That's it.
So it's 12 of y'all in the crib. Then as people was getting older, they was moving out.
Yeah.
and y'all was just making a way.
Bro, they relationship, bro. Let's get on. I gotta get on a relationship with him and his brothers, bro, because I got a wild relationship with my brothers. But the relationship he got with his brothers, bro. Yeah, like they all like if you ever see like his big brother, they used to be our bodyguards. Like that's how we looked at it. That's why you know what I'm saying. That's why he's so protective. But he got like used to like him and Ye was like the closest, like damn near like his older. You know what I'm saying? But Ye used to. They used to be fighting, like, you know what I'm saying? But you can't argue with Ye because he do it like in a joking manner. So, but he gone, like, you know, this is little brother, you know what I'm saying? So this is the one story I always remember, bro. Ye giving us a ride to school, like, you know what I'm saying? And he dropped, like, and I just happened to be there. He like, hey, Tone. Like in Tone, like I know it wasn't true, but he like Tone getting out the car. He like, you got my drawers on. Took off, bro. Just took off driving, bro. Everybody looked at Tone and started dying, bro. I'm like,
come on, bro. I'm at school. But I'm gonna keep it 100 though. I started wearing his clothes in high school.
Nah, they had every pair of Jabos, bro. Listen, like,
and when he used to be at work, and I know he got to go to work after school, and we don't go to the same school because he's 5 years older than me. And I had every pair of Jabos he had on at school. You gotta come home. It's kind of like, you know, we used to wear basketball shorts under the Jabot. Yeah. And I'm like, damn, I can't even play basketball today because I can't put his pants back on sweat. You know, I got to put these back and fold them and put it back in the closet.
That's how it was with my big brother, too. You know what I'm saying? Mook, I used to always, I'm trying to sneak out in his clothes. You know what I'm saying? Right. I get back, he waiting on me.
That's hella funny. Damn. So, did that traumatize you? Not having your own space?
To be honest with you, it did. It did. Like, just my focus, how I focus. Like, even to today, I'll take a test right now, but I got to have music playing because I'm so used to having something in my ear. It got to be, like, it's to the point that I used to hate it being at home in peace. Like, I couldn't be at home.
Because you're so used to hella
being around
I would go hang out outside because I'm so used to noise. Like, you can put me in a house, I get it. I'll chill for an hour or two, but I mean, I got to get up and do something.
I'm the complete different, bro.
I can't be in no quiet place.
It was 7 of us, but I still, like, now, I don't want nobody around me. I don't want to hear no noise. Don't want to, like, nothing.
I feel you. Damn.
But I'll tell you this, though. The wrestling moves is crazy. off the top ropes, off the top bunk beds. I'm telling you, the Stone Cold Stunner, the Rock Bottom.
I remember the house y'all had over there by Glen Park.
Glen Park, yeah, Monterey,
yeah,
Monterey.
So I remember going over there, bro. It's like palace, like just everything, pillows, bro. As soon as you walk, it's like a big wrestling ring, cause that's all they do, bro. It's like somebody getting thrown over here, thrown over there, bro. It's like it's just big, and everybody big as hell, bro. Like ain't no the littlest one was a little brother. You know what I'm saying? Aaron was tiny. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All these niggas is King Kong gorillas back there. I used to feel sorry for their parents.
So your mama was pregnant for probably pretty much like
her
20, 30
whole life, bro. Whole life.
I don't see how she did it. We stair steppers too. I'm like, you know, look, mama, you know you supposed to take a break after you.
Bro, this
like,
nigga,
get off of her.
Listen,
Tell
bro, this nigga spent the night at my house, bro. He used to spend the night at my house. I used to have to give him a fresh bar of soap, bro. Every time he'd use a whole bar of soap, bro. I'm talking about you go in there, bro. It's squished down, bro. I'm like, bro, you all right, bro? So I know it's my. Just imagine 12 of them.
Yeah,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Ain't no, I wouldn't have survived, bro.
And y'all all got the same mama and daddy.
Yeah. Well, my mom got 9 out of my dad 12.
Okay.
So, yeah. The last 9, hers.
But if he had 3 before your mama.
Yeah.
Makes sense. That makes sense. Damn. But your mama took in them 3 like that was hers.
Oh, yeah. We all family. We hella tired.
That's solid.
Troopers, bro.
That's solid.
Them people, man.
So this is part of the reason why, too, growing up in San Francisco, like, my dad laid the foundation. He good. He a giver. Like, everybody love him. But my family was, too. So all I had to do is be cool, don't do nothing stupid. You pretty much got your life laid out as far as
daddy
being safe.
will roast you though.
Oh yeah, you can roast it for
Matter
sure.
of fact, let me talk about this because I was at your father's funeral. I was there. All his kids speak highly of him. All his kids speak highly of your father. He was active in all his kids' life. What did you take from your father?
Oh, just show up. Show up. You don't got to be perfect. You just got to be there. Just show up. I'm gonna go deeper. Like on topic. My dad was the man. I don't really believe. I believe it because all the stories sound the same.